Greetings, fans of Waddle. Just an update, things are coming along with the new animation process. I hope to be releasing some really soon. In the meantime, I was asked to show off some of Waddle's 1999 projects. Now, in 1999, I was going through a bit of a morbid phase. I am an artist after all, we all did, but I had also just discovered a new way of showing off my drawings. I mean, animation was limitless. I could do whatever I wanted, and I did. Even if some of it, or most of it, wasn't exactly family-friendly stuff. So, unfortunately, I can't really show all of it, but here's a quick glance of Waddle's acting resume. My first animated cartoon was simply called Screwy Forest, and was an animated history parody, or replica actually, as portrayed by my main 12 Screwy Forest characters, including Waddle, Flip-Flop, Europe, and several others. This silent film was an hour long, and pretty much covered from Plymouth Rock up until the millennium, including all of our wars, achievements, pop culture references, and a lot of other different things. It drags a lot, but for my first project, it was definitely one I'm pretty proud of. My second cartoon was more story-oriented. Actually, for a silent film, it was a little too story-oriented. The Jersey Mafia was a crime drama and not funny. That is, intentionally not funny. This was a serious story, it just so happened to be a cartoon. Waddle actually plays a pretty unlikable character who, throughout the half-hour film, does some pretty unforgivable things. It's dark, but nothing compared to my next one. Forbidden Plant is a mind screw. It's an acid trip. It's really weird. It's the only way I could describe it. Waddle, along with Europe, Robin, and Sammy, play potheads who discover a new drug. After going through a 5-minute-long drug trip, they each meet their doom in ways too hard to even describe. Waddle's scene, I don't even think I could show, and it's, to this day, is definitely the strangest thing I've ever done. Next, it's Apocalypse Now, and it's not a parody of the famous Francis Ford Coppola film, it's an animated version. This was my most ambitious project I have ever done, and it was my first talkie. However, I didn't get people to do voices, I used the actual soundtrack. When Waddle talks, Martin Sheen's voice comes out of him. One interesting thing to note here is Waddle's cigarette. It's real and lit. This was not done to be edgy. I mean, I don't really think it was that frowned upon back then, but I just really wanted to see if I could do it, and sure enough I did. I ended up using it several other times after. Finally, after 4 projects, I did comedy, and of all settings, a funeral. It's a Zucker Brothers-styled comedy, mostly. It's about a famous beatnik who died, and all the characters go to the wake dressed as beatniks. The funeral home has a souvenir stand, and they're, once again, smoking inside. Waddle's appearance is just a cameo, coming out of a coffin and doing a eulogy. Now we get to my favorite genre, the horror. Goose Night, aka Twilight Plaza, was about horrors and evils that happened inside a New Jersey mall overnight. Waddle plays a drug dealer who ends up being turned into a vampire. Yeah, I know. This is a real oddball film, and basically a gore fest, but I love showing this one off to people. There were lots of other projects I did in 1999, and maybe again in the future I'll show them off, but for now I think I'll end it with the last project I did, which was definitely Waddle's most dramatic part, and in which he played a lowlife drunk getting into a confrontation with a mob. Yeah, like I said, I had a morbid phase. This one actually ended with Waddle, or rather a character of Waddle, getting killed off. Here's the scene. And there you have it. If you'd like to know more about these projects individually, I could definitely come up with a commentary or something for you. Like I said, I can't show everything, but I'll show what I can. Other than that, like I said, new projects coming soon, and once again, thanks for watching.